Hello, Joy.
Hi.
Nice to meet you here.
Hi.
We know that Twicco has launched yesterday.
Yeah.
It's about the group for Twitter Japan.
Yeah.
So, would you tell me more about that? Why do you have the idea to have the Twicco?
Well, I think so Twitter in Japan has been evolving kind of separately. It was kind of a fluke because actually when Twitter first launched, you couldn't even do Japanese properly.
Right.
You had to add a little half space at the end, and it was also not. We don't use SMS in Japan, so it became a web phenomenon. And I think there was a kind of the Web 2.0 community in Japan because most services here don't have open APIs and aren't easy to play with. Twitter was a really cool tool for all the web guys.
Yes.
And we created a pretty vibrant Twitter web community. And also, I think with Japan, the social networking is developing slightly differently.
Yes.
And so first of all, I think the community grew very quickly. So if you look at the charts, Tokyo is the biggest city in Japan on the Twitter sort of
Yes.
ranking. And then the other thing is that we've been working much more closely with the ad agencies because Digital Garage is very involved with advertisers. And so the groups thing we thought was really interesting. And so we've been trying to think about how does advertising work, how do advertisers and companies communicate through Twitter, and we thought that groups is also a very important kind of feature that the advertisers have been asking for, the user community has been asking for. And the US, since it's a much bigger market and they're being very careful about how they're launching things, I think we're testing a lot of new things in Japan as well. And I think the community thing has been something that even in the US people have been asking for.
Yes.
But we had the opportunity to launch it in Japan as kind of a test bed, I think. And so, and we'll see where it goes and see where it evolves. But it also creates a different page that provides all kinds of interesting possible opportunities.
So, would it be possible to launch it for the worldwide?
I think so. I mean, I think we're in constant communication with the folks in the States, and they've got 100 different things that they're thinking about doing.
Yes.
And they've been very good with us and letting us test new things. So we did the advertising first in Japan, and we've been and the good thing is a lot of our advertisers, like Toyota, which was our first advertiser, they have a very vibrant community and it's a very good brand. And so I think that and the advertisers are working very closely with us, and so we're trying to make the advertising a very friendly approach because Twitter is we don't want to destroy the community.
Yes.
And so we're trying to understand how the community and the advertisers and the communication works together. And it's I think because we have the cooperation of the advertising agencies and the advertisers. I think that if things work in Japan, I think the US will definitely listen to us and maybe do some version of it in the US at some point.
So far, how many members do you have in Twitter Japan?
That I don't know. You have to ask Eda-san. It's growing. It's growing quite fast, so I don't know the latest numbers.
So how about the advertising revenue?
That's also something you need to ask Eda-san. Sorry.
Okay. So do you have any plan to expand the Twitter Japan? For example, more functions or for other markets?
Well, I think we definitely need to do mobile better, and I think that Digital Garage is only partnered for Japan, so we wouldn't be involved in doing the other markets.
So for mobile, we know so far there are many platforms for iPhone, Google, Android. How do you think about this platform will encourage Japanese developers to create more applications or have more innovation idea about that?
I think so, although the iPhone doesn't really work in Japan because Japanese have the keyboard thing, right? And the Japanese cell phones are so advanced, and they use Flash and they use Java. It's a very completely different platform. So if you really want to penetrate Japan, the iPhone's not going to be the way to do it. And so I think most of the developers, and also the way that the authentication works, you don't have cookies and stuff on the Japanese browser, so you have to create a very different interface. There's different kind of fundamental infrastructure. So we need to do some development to create the platform for the mobile phones in Japan, but that's something we're definitely working on.
Okay, thank you so much, Joy.
Thank you.